Episode 9 Season 1, The Do's and Don'ts of Rebranding of Promotional Products, Lessons from Successful Campaigns.
Thank you so much for giving me a time, Gloria. Thank you from the whole Vector Art family for this podcast episode today. The topic which we are today is the do's and don'ts of the rebranding with promotional product lesson from successful campaigns, right? Let me take you the first question.
All right.
Question. Why rebrand? What are some common reasons businesses choose to rebrand, and how can promotional product play a role here?
The number one reason why a company needs to rebrand is because their look is completely outdated. The market has changed, their clients have changed, they're choosing to go into a new specialty. So
Right.
those are reasons to rebrand. And the way that promotional products help is because when you rebrand, it is a perfect time to promote your business. You just
Promoted.
brand it and you start making a lot of noise and maybe some ads, and then here comes all the products that you can use to communicate that rebranding. You can send them to your clients, you can send them to prospects, show them on social media. So promotional products are a big part.
Certainly agree with you on the first question. Uh, if you don't do that, you will miss out of the trend. If you don't stay trendy with the promotional product trends, you will be out of the game. I mean, it's no harm to accept these trends and use it for our good, better things. The second question: the power of first impression. How do branded promotional items help a shared company new identity during a rebrand?
Well, the power the power of first impression.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yeah, very true, very true. You don't get a
So
second chance.
it's really, really critical to
Right,
make a good first impression.
right.
Promotional products are going to be also important, also critical, because the promotional product that you're handing out, it's going to reflect your business. Whether
Right,
you like it or not, whether you thought about it or not, it's going to reflect your business. So
right.
how do you want your business to be perceived, and then use a product that conveys that message? And it doesn't necessarily have to be an expensive product. It could be
Yeah,
something very inexpensive that you hand out at a trade show.
that's you.
But it does have some kind of a utility to it, and it ties into your message that you want to convey and how
Right.
you want to be perceived. So yes, I believe that it is critical for that rebranding.
Third question: common rebranding mistakes. What are some biggest mistake companies make when using promotional product rebrand?
Common mistakes are that you're not clear on the reason why you're rebranding.
Okay.
That's one mistake. Maybe you're tired of seeing your logo. You kind of are tired of seeing the same colors, but this is how you come out to your market.
Okay.
So sometimes the problem is not that you need to change your image and do a makeover. You may need to refresh some things, but not a complete rebrand. So
Right.
I find that sometimes I see people that want to rebrand, but they're not really clear on what it is. What is the objective? What are they trying to achieve by rebranding this? Because they're bored, they're tired, and it has happened to me. I have to admit. One day I come out, yeah, I'm tired of my logo, and then I have my team
Oh,
remind me of an example that I always give, which is Coca-Cola. They
Coca-Cola. So did
haven't
you?
changed their logo since they first came out.
They use this FedEx,
And they have tweaked it a little bit, but it's the same exact logo.
even
And
FedEx.
you are
FedEx.
going to recognize that anywhere. So
True.
I always give that example, and they remind me of that. And so, but I do see other people do it too. And then the way they use promotional products, maybe it's because they think, well, it's like a fill in the blank, we have to do some promotional products for the new brand, but they're not really clear on how to
Right.
use the product to communicate the new message, to connect to the new audience, or whatever the objective is. They haven't really thought of the objective and tied it to the promotional product. So it's like a random purchase of stuff.
Fourth question to you, which was the measuring success. How can business track the impact of promotional product in their rebranding efforts?
How do you measure success when using promotional products? That's a good question, because in today's very busy and noisy world,
Yeah,
you don't have one thing that is going to do the magic trick. It's a combination of tactics, a combination of venues to communicate and do your message. One of
I
those
agree.
is the promotional products.
Yes, yes.
So there is going to be an indirect effect that you're
Uh-huh.
not going to be able to measure precisely. And today measuring has gotten really complicated because now you have all these privacy laws. You can't even
Mhm.
attribute ads and things, as you were able to do it before. Where did
Right.
this client came from? And half of it is lost because you can't track it.
You can
So
track it.
you have to have bigger goals. You have to have like KPIs that are more that involve other things, not just, okay, so what result did the product brought? Now, there are cases where a product can bring a result.
And I rightly agree that if at all you want to measure ROI, you should do gifting. You should do promotional product at least once in 3 months. Something to your
Absolutely.
customer, your employees, your friends, relative in church, in NGOs you visit, with the brand logo that you work for.
Right, absolutely. And you can see people are using the product, are they posting it on social media, but those
Yeah,
all
man.
are
Yeah, they do.
subjective ways. They're not going to give you an exact number of how the promotional product performed.
Fifth question, future trends in rebranding. How do you see the role of promotional product evolving in future rebranding strategies?
Well, I really love that question
So
because
sorry.
of the services that I provide for distributors, I have to kind of be ahead of the future in a way, right? And
Yeah.
I notice, and what's happening is that the buyers have gotten younger. So
Thank God.
they have a different way of they see promotional products in a very different way.
Yeah.
And they are interested in quality. They're not interested in
They
trash,
want quantity.
no meaning. They want to get quality products. They want to have something that represents their values of sustainability is a big one.
Right.
So I see a trend on quality, on less, over quantity, and
Okay.
also company stores. The fact that businesses, maybe because a lot of companies today have remote employees and people located in different parts of the country, they want to
Right.
centralize their branded merchandise purchases. They want to have it all in one place. Company stores are nothing new, but they have really, now they're like everywhere. Everybody
Every,
wants a company store. So those are the big evolution that I see is the quality over quantity, and also the company store as a method of distribution of the products.
got it. Got it. So if today listeners who are listening this podcast have listened to you on the 5 questions, if they want to get in touch with you, if they want to if they want you to make a plan for their distributors and their retail channel,
That is the
right?
best way to reach me. They can contact me on LinkedIn. I'm on
Okay.
LinkedIn. That's one way. They can find me on my website,
Oh,
actionmarketingco.com.
okay.
And those are the two best ways to contact me. I have a contact form on my website. It's 954-636-1685. My email address is gloria@actionmarketingco.com.
Thank you so much, Gloria, for your time. You have a wonderful Friday and have a great weekend.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Nice talking to you.
Same here. Same here. Have a blessed day.